Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're gonna be going over the Journey event. Help your guild travel to a new kingdom, build a team from a troop type Raksha, and invade every day. So that's the guild event. We'll be doing teams high, mid, and low for that. One of the harder guild events in the game to close all rewards, but also gives books, which is really nice. We have a holiday event right here. Mrs. Krinkle. Chris Krinkle's woman, I think. We'll check that out. And just a weekly preview for Pride Lands and everything else you can expect from a weekly preview. So, let me set up the stream. Pride Lands. There's Pride Lands. Bottom. I always think it's in the bottom. There it is. Middle, actually. Middle left. So I'll run a trial, see if you can get any information out of this, like could you do it with an auto battle? Could you not? Hopefully this gives you some sort of information while you watch the action on the screen. I will set up the stream, put on the thumbnail. It's PlayStation. We're doing our main account, so we have to do these things. On the new account, we don't. So give me a sec here. 3 journey teams. High, mid, low. Holiday event. Mrs. Krinkle. Oh yeah, and a new Underspire. Kinda. You know, they added things to the Underspire. They made it a little easier and a little better, I think. But I haven't played it yet. We'll check it out. But it sounded like, on paper, it was going to be better and a little easier, maybe. Gems of War live, Gems of War, done. No, it's not altered content. Let's put Gems of War Journey. Gems of War New. Gems of War Underspire. We got Guild Wars this weekend as well. Which I might have to do that today since tomorrow's the new account. It's a lot of stuff today. I gotta hurry up and bang it out quickly because it's Monday, Mrs. Cindy's off. All the kids are home again. We have another snow day. So I gotta kind of bang this one out as quick as possible. Gems of War, and then tomorrow we'll have the new account live stream where I will try to go longer because we had a really good stream last time and I owe you one. Gems of War Underspire, Gems of War Holiday. Alright, so that's good enough for that. We're speaking English. We're playing Gems of War. Can you tell? 2 things that are hard to tell. What are we playing and what language are we speaking? I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Alright, jump into the chat, hit that like. Also subscribe. We're trying to make it to 8.5 by the end of the year. It looks like we're on track to do that all of a sudden. Appreciate all the new subscribers. We need less than 10 now. 10 or less. We're at 8.49. Just by the end of the year is all I'm hoping. 8.5, a nice round number, would be great. So anything that you can do for that would be awesome. I know most of y'all are already subscribed, but if you really wanted to, you could help out, I'm sure. Just like Wolfie McButtFuzz, R.I.P. We love you, Wolfie. Fingers to the sky. We love you, Rocky. Fingers to the sky. Alright, so Funky Town's here. Daniel Lucas is here. Horth is here. Vishal is here. Sean is here. What's going on, fellas? Morning, Funky Town. Hi, Daniel. Hi again, Horth. Yeah, you figured it out. Vishal, hopping in for an attendance. Good, appreciate it. Boo Boo Guild Wars. Yeah. Hello, Sean. I am the Paragon, so that's the cool thing about Guild Wars. I'm not the biggest fan of it, right? But I did get Paragon in a top 10 guild. I'm not saying we're top 10 in Guild Wars, but just like outside of Guild Wars, we're a top 10 guild. We're a high-level guild, so we got high-level players, and I got Paragon in that high-level top 10 guild. So just saying, I might not ever get it again. That's usually how it goes. I get Paragon the very first Guild Wars, and then I never get it again. So enjoy it while we can. Let me talk about it while I can, because I'll probably never get it again. That's what happened with the Mana Bombers and the Bats Out of Hell and every other guild I've been in. I get Paragon the first time, and then I don't know. I don't know if it like makes people want to go harder, or I just get complacent or what, I don't know. But I'll get Paragon the first time, and then I never do it again. But I'm always up there. I get close. Alright, so what are we doing? Am I done setting up the stream? I think one more thing here. Details. Oh yeah. Real quick, I'm almost ready. Okay, save that. Go over here. I think I'm good. Alright, so let's make these journey teams. Got Starla in the house. But you know how we do this. First things first, you have to go to your guild. On a Monday. On a Monday, you gotta go to your guild. You gotta give your required amount of gold before you even grab your mail. This should be the first thing you do. So we got all the basic tasks done, right? Except for Brown. So I'm gonna do Brown. Gotta get all them basics done. Alright, that's good, that's good. I only needed to do 1 million, and I did 1 million in 100,000, so that's good. Now we got all the basics done, we got all the stats. And we got the epic purple stat, so that's a really good start. Might as well grab this, even though it's pretty much nothing. You notice that they up the weekly... I think that's a glitch. You see how there's 3,500 on my screen? I used like purple orbs last week, and for some reason it's like carrying over. I don't know, has that always been a thing? Somebody let me know. Because normally you only have out of 2,000, right? Look how mine says out of 3,500, and we just started. And I don't have like any purple orbs popped yet. So this carrying over from last week is what's happening. Which last week my main account, basically all I do on there right now these days is the live streams on Monday and Friday, and then I do my guild event at the moment. I'm gonna get back to my main account. I'm kind of letting stuff like pile up for me to like feel refreshed on my main account while I do my new account. So I play my new account daily like usual. I haven't stopped playing Gems of War like at all for real, because my new account takes a lot of time, and it takes all the time I used to play on my main account, and then I also play on my main account a little bit to do the guild events. So I'm actually probably playing more Gems of War than I've ever played right now, but some reason I have 3,500 on my seals there, and that had to have carried over from last week. Maybe just because I didn't get to 3,500, it like lets me. That's the only thing I could think of. Otherwise, it's a bug or a glitch. And alright, so we did our tasks, so now we can get our mail. Otherwise, it's redundant. You would collect your mail and then do your tasks and then collect your mail. So this way it's not as redundant. Here's what kind of treasure you can get from being in a good guild. I always like to show this. I did forget to do one other thing. Give me a sec. I got a text as well. Sorry, it's a busy day. Monday's my busy day, and then everybody's home today, so which makes it even busier. Partially because of Gems of War is why my day's busy, because it's the new week. Alright. Pretty close. Alright. One more thing. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm completely ready now. So we collected our rewards. Now I look at my offers. If this isn't something amazing, I'm not going to get it, even though my gem stack is going up just from not playing the game, which is crazy. Just not buying offers, my gem stack's going up. I think Writ offer is worth it, because I'm trying to buy purple deeds, and Writs can be turned into deeds. So I think I'll buy the Writ offer. It's kind of like seeing a purple. Alright, the shop. Just in case this troop is useful. Spoils of War, always good for everybody. Unless you're like level 100, maybe. It's a really good deal. 10 event keys. And this, I gotta grab this, so, just in case it's useful, which probably not. We'll go over it later. Alright, now Journey. Journey event. Alright, so the Journey event is, you have the event captain, the Pathfinder. You want to buy up to it in the shop. get it fully ascended, I think, and use it on your team. Just like any other guild event, there's usually something you're going to want to use on your team. Tower of Doom, it's the weapon. You know, Invasion, it's the tower killer. Raid event, it's the boss killer. World event, it's the medal. So in Journey, it's the Pathfinder, the event captain here. So we're going to want to get that. So let's buy up to it in the shop at least. And then there's a weapon as well, so buy up to the weapon. Be the smartest thing to do. If you have enough gems, which you should, if you're in a good guild, they're giving you like 390 to 450 gems just via guild tasks. So if you're a team player and not super selfish, you want to buy up to the weapon in the guild event at least, because look how much it costs. It's only 250. And the guild just gave you around 400 something. So that's only half, and you're helping your guild get a bunch of other rewards. So it's actually a net positive to get all... You're turning those gems into all these other rewards here, including books and Dragonite and stuff like that. So it's red books, but any book is good. You're going to need any color book. So let's go buy up to that weapon in the shop at least. We got the Potion of Enchantment. We got a couple sigils. Got the Potion of Explode. Some more sigils. Got the Grave Spike. Cool name, but crappy spell. Deals damage to an enemy, boosted by red allies and Raksha allies. One enemy? Jeez, that's poop. But it is what it is. Now's a good time to get it. Any other time you get it, it's not as coming with a bunch of other good stuff and more turns for the event. And, you know, it's another weapon for Pride lands. You should get it. It's just a good idea. I think nobody, any information, any like advice you're going to get on these events on the internet or on YouTube, they're all going to say buy up to the weapon if you can. Alright, we got the Akin Blood Claw? Akin Blood Claw. It's kind of hard to say. 15 blue-red Pride lands Undead Raksha. Deal damage to an enemy, then create 2 red gems boosted by Raksha allies. It's not a, is it not a shiny one? I don't know. Does it... hold on. Oh, it is. I don't know what I'm thinking. But those used to be really good. They're not as good anymore. The Pathfinders, they used to be really loopy. Nowadays, it's more like the Doom Shovel is the thing that took that place. Alright, so you do highest miles. Let's make some teams. High, mid, low. We got a Raksha restriction. Hey, Chad with a 2, dropping a deuce. Thank you so much, bro. Been a member for 54 months. Holy cow, that's a long time. Over 4 years. 4.5 years exactly, right? Thank you so much, Chad. Another non-goose egg. And we had a really good stream last time, so we slid it in sideways. We were getting brewskis and smokes and tidy-whities and fireworks and all that. So we're still chilling at the station. I like to look at weapons. I kind of see what we're dealing with here with weapons. I think we can use the ruby weapon, which is always like my first thing I look at, because it's really good. You hit all enemies with true damage, and it explodes. So we can use the ruby weapon. So that's probably... I mean, we also can use Ubestead, who's pretty good for like the journey event, because you can get instant kills. So the high-level team might be Ubestead, and then the mid-level team might be Ruby Weapon. Unfortunately, for some people, that might be annoying, but I'll also make a low-level team. Let's try, maybe I'll make the low-level team first here. Let's make the low-level team first. So, it would be Epic and Under. We have to use this guy, right? Let's get him fully ascended, fully traded, all that good stuff, too. Upgrade, yes. Akin Blood Claw. Blood Claw. So he has the Vampirism, 10% chance to create a bleed gem when my turn begins, Undying, and Pathfinder. Gain 2 times to 2.5 times, 3 times miles in my journey event based on my ascensions. So it's probably one of those where you get more points the higher you ascend it. So you really want to do that, because it just makes it to where you don't have to use as much gems or sigils to get as many points as somebody else. So you really want to fully ascend it if possible. Let's upgrade it all the way though. Exactly what I just said. So I'm gonna use some orbs. If you don't have orbs, you'd have to buy more of the troop in the shop. But we got orbs. Look at 432. What else am I gonna do with them? So it's a good thing to do with them if you have that many. And we'll just fully upgrade it. So make sure we got it level 20 with all traits. Has to be on the team. Alright, level 20, all traits. On the team. I have like a bunch of ideas for this. You could do an Ubistet team, you could do a Ruby Weapon team, you could do a Doom Shovel team. You know, I have a bunch of ideas, but all of those are more like high level teams. So I might do 4 teams. So I gotta make a team where you're not using the Doom Shovel, you're not using the Ruby Weapon, and you're not using Ubistet. I have to do that because, you know, some people don't have that stuff. So let's look at Epic and Under, I guess. But you should have the Wand of Stars, because my new account has the Wand of Stars. If you're doing this guild event, you should probably have the Wand of Stars. I know it's kind of lucky to get the Lovers via Vault Keys, but after 2 Vault events, my new account, who's level 400, has the Wand of Stars. So Wand of Stars is not a high-level weapon, in my opinion. Alright, so we got the Equine Blood Claw. What else could we do? He's going to do decent damage and put up some red. I mean, let's look at the weapons again here. What is this one? This one's from Draxum, so you can't get it this week. I might do Wand of Stars here, but I don't know. I feel like no matter what I do, it's kind of a high-level team. So maybe tomorrow, come to the stream tomorrow. If you're really low level and you don't have any of these teams, come to the stream tomorrow, and I'll have to make one. But I do have the wand on my new account, but I'll try to make one without the wand, maybe.
They shall feel my fury.
What else is like a good red weapon? You could use Mang if you don't have the Wand of Stars. You could use Earth's Fury. If you're just thugging it out. You don't have like anything too good. I would say maybe Mang or Earth's Fury. So when you have like a restriction like Raksha, you do kind of want to look at your weapons. But the weapons are restricted to red. Which isn't bad, you know, because you got the Ruby Weapon and the Wand of Stars and stuff like that. You got Dawnbringer, if you have that somehow. Alright, let's see if we can do some more damage now. We got a decent mana generator, another one that's throwing up red. Is there anything... Let's include the Indrajit's Palace troops, because that's also low level. So you could do this guy. He's pretty good. 4 random enemies boosted by red and purple. We're going to be putting red on the board. So Indrajit might be good. As a damage dealer. I might just do like double Indrajit. What else is there? Yeah. This will be my low level team, y'all. Something like that. Let's see. This guy's probably gonna go to the bottom on this team. It might be one of those situations where you just cast the wand a couple of times. Just making sure we got this guy on our team. Okay, this is our low level team. Banner, we want to go red for sure. And then we have red, purple, blue. One of those, probably purple. So red, purple, minus green, that looks good. Class, we're not really building a team out of this guy. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to be Raksha. Which would be Sunspear, I think. So, could do a purple storm maybe, like thief. That way there's more, like the journey troop will be putting red on the board, and then the thief class will be putting purple on the board. Which then this guy will have his red and purple to do more damage. We'll do thief. Well, there's a reason for everything, right? Always make sure your team, there's a reason for everything on it. Wanda Stars is our mana generator. Indrajit's our damage dealer. Aquin is our points getter. And we have Thief class to do a purple storm. And we have this guy, he's going to throw up red. And then this thing hits harder when there's more red and purple on the board. So there's a reason for everything on this team. Alright, so this is our low-level team. Let's see how it goes. Now, Wand of Stars, like I said, my new account has this, and it's only level 400. So I'm hoping that you have it. If not, check out my new account playthrough tomorrow. I'll try to help you out tomorrow. But this, it's an Underworld Legendary. You should have that by probably level 500-ish. And this you're going to get in the shop, so... Might be a difficult journey event for very low-level players who have not been following the advice. Or they're just unlucky, I guess. Look for extra turns. They're all dead. But I could think of a lot of teams with this restriction, kind of. Well, I don't know if the Ubistet one's going to work, because you have to like damage them first and then cast the Ubistet. And usually you use Rope Dart, but Rope Dart's not red. I don't know. Yoke the Ham is here. Low-level team right here. Alright, one more fight, and then we'll go do a different team. I don't know what to call it, because they're all kind of mid/high. Oh, we missed. We missed. A lot of purple on the board. Which is good for our Indrajit, but not for the wand. Alright, so that's your low-level team. If you don't have, like, Ubisted or Ruby Weapon or the Doom Shovel, try this. About as low as I could get it. The Limbo bar, you know, isn't very low. Alright, let's make that Ruby Weapon team, I guess. Let's just look for it here. The Ruby Weapon, right? The red macaque. Sharing colors with the Aiken Bloodclaw. Maybe it's Aiken. He's Aiken. Troops. I mean, you could do Ubistet. Maybe the Ruby Weapon would weaken it enough to use the Ubistet too. We can make that into one team. Might work. And we need some more mana generation for sure. Which Red Raksha is not the greatest for that. This guy 50% start to Centaur. Mana generation. Might have to be the Hellclaw Mage, but man, it's the same freaking colors. We don't use purple at all. There's no good mana generators. That's gonna suck. That sucks. What do you do about that? Sekma. Blue to skull, brown to yellow. That would get up Ubistet. She uses purple. No good mana generators. Claw Mage is like it. And it uses... I don't like the colors that it is. Oh, that's weird. Might have to get up the ruby weapon just by matching. Like a 50% start. Maybe Sekma would be the way to go. I want to make a Doom Shovel team too, I think. This will help you like go deep, because you can instant kill with Ubistet. If you start losing your ruby weapon, maybe put this guy ahead of it. Brown gems to yellow, blue to skull. Now let's try that. We're going to cast Ubistet later in the fight anyway, if we're casting it, probably. Red. What else? Red and... Our only other way to mana generate is purple, but we could just go get up that ruby weapon, explode. Colors do we not have? We got blue, red, brown, purple, yellow. We're missing green. It's not there. I guess we stick with this one. Red, purple, minus green. In class, I'm probably going to do Titan. Storm Aura. 50% start. The brown will fall. Maybe get up the weapon. Or we can turn it to yellow for Ubistet. Alright, let's try this. Yoke the Ham is here. Chad said, what's up, Cinny, Funky Town, and Sinners? See, the weapon, you know, we're two mana from getting it up. That's not bad. Especially in these early fights. It explodes a little. Could enchant and explode potions. See how it does on a 90 mile. So the ruby weapon's going to wipe in one shot for a while, and then maybe 2 shots for a while, and then eventually, then you start casting the Ubistet later. So this accounts for early and late. Early and late. It's not going to be able to, I'm not going to get to show like the Ubistet kills while it's one-shotting like that. But that's a good thing, not a bad thing. Ubistet's there for later. Sometimes you have to go pretty deep in the journey event. So that ruby weapon will weaken them. And then you hit them with the Ubistet. Hopefully. Alrighty, does damage to the 2 weakest enemies, boosted by all ally and enemy attack if one of the enemies dies, and kill the other one. Summons a firestorm when an enemy dies, too. Sekma's blue to skull, brown to yellow, and does damage. And you have to have this guy for the points, the miles. And if your ruby weapon starts dying for some reason, you could move Aiken to the top and move everything down 1. Everything would still be fine. This could still catch brown, this will still catch purple, this will still catch yellow, so... But for now, we're kind of ignoring him. Just for... he's just there for the points, the miles. Might be what I use. Lurkin, Dr. Mops? I mentioned Wolfie at the beginning. I said Wolfie knows how to subscribe. I said R.I.P. I'll point to the sky. And I mentioned Rocky too. Our fallen doggies. Oops. What'd I do? Alright. Let's get rid of this. That. I guess that. Let's try to make another team. I have 3 of them. I'm gonna go with the Doom Shovel. This will be red and red, both throwing up red on the board. But then what? Then what? Might be another okay time for the Ubistet. If you got it. Might be the same thing, just a different weapon. If you don't have the ruby weapon, you could use the Doomed Impaler. So it might have to be Sekma and Ubistet again. Other thing I could think of is the Hellclaw Mage. It's kind of the same colors as Aiken, but we're going to be casting Aiken on this one. I think it's the same thing again. So it just depends which weapon you have. Go like that. So the Impaler will weaken them this time, and then you cast the Ubistet. And then you got this and this to throw red on the board. Is the banner still good? Yeah, that's probably fine still. Still fine. We could do blue for the more red, really. See if that's a choice. Red, blue. Yeah, kinda. I don't know if I want blue to be the +2. If I do Aiken, they have to all be Raksha. So then I have to do Sun Spear. And I don't have to, but I think I'm gonna try it. Make sure you got your fire stuff on. Starting with Fire Starter, Gift of Fire, Fire Bringer, Fire Blade. I really want red to be the first color. So I think I'm gonna go back to that other one. Alright, let's try this one. It might start slow, but then you'll be looping and Ubistetting. That's probably fine. Not as, like, easy as I thought it was gonna be. There's, like, no mana generation. Like, you have good Ruby Weapon, you have the Doom Shovel, but then they have to, like, mana generate for themselves almost, because all you got for mana generation is Sekma and Hellclaw Mage. Alright, we need to get up one of the first 2 troops, so we need... Okay, right here's good. Mana for both of them. And then, like, the more red you take off the board, the... Let's do blue. Okay, extra turn. Not there. I think this is like the weaker version of the Ruby Weapon one that I did. The enemies were all red. And some of them are. We got 2 on this one. Hey, Sekma got up. Blue to skull, brown to yellow. Of course you don't have it. So we see blue, we're gonna take blue. Maybe I should have done the +2 blue. Red. Seem to be wanting to take the blue. When I can, so I'm not taking red off the board, you know? Keep looking for the Sekma. Don't have it. I think I'm just gonna take skulls here. She does yellow to brown and blue to skull. Extra turn. Which one does more? This one's doing 10. One's gonna do 12? Might have to check which one's going to put more red on the board each time, if you have them both up. Do the one that has more. Let me change that banner, I think. Let's go with that. I keep wanting to take blue, so I might as well +2 blue. Bunch of purple. Purple nurple. Yellow to brown. Blue to skull. No. There we go. Bang, bang. Alright, one more fight. And then that'll be my teams for the Journey event. If you're low level, try to use Indrajit. If you're mid, use the... If you're mid or high level, use Doomed Impaler or Ruby Weapon with Ubistet. Yellow and blue. Epic. No extra turn there. There we go. We're burning them too, so we can do Fireblade. You notice that? We're burning them? Is that happening off the Sun Spear? Something's burning them, which is good. Something's doing it. Ah, it's the Doomed Impaler. Doomed Impaler's burning the first enemy, and then you hit him with the Fire Blade. Triple skull damage. And then you got Sekma. You see how the team is even better than I thought it was? Like, I don't know, I have a knack. We are doing the Fire Blade thing with this team. Like, the Ruby Weapon one's not, but this one makes up for it by doing the triple skull damage. I mean, you're going to have to hit them. I mean, you have to cast it first to burn them, but finish them off with skulls, you know? Like, watch this. Bang! I mean, we have 179 attack, but you know what I mean. Alright, whatever one does more red here, we got 10 or 10. I mean, this one hits twice, so... Oops! I didn't mean to do another fight. Oh well. Might as well. We're taking blue if we see it. If we don't, I guess we'll take red. If we don't, I guess we'll take purple. And on both teams, you haven't seen me cast Ubistet yet because he's there for the later fight. Later, super hard stuff. Till then, we're just kind of looping and triple skull damaging. Alright, which one does more? All you do is take the boost ratio, plus 10 over there, and you add it to 2. So this one does 12. Same thing here, 8 plus 2 is 10. So the shovel does more. And now they're dead, but if you wanted to, you could look again to see. Let's just do this for fun. It's got alignment. I might use this one, I kind of like it. I like doing the Fire Blade triple skull damage. I like that I have the Sekma that can do the skulls for that. I like that the Doom Shovel does the burn for that. I like that we got the red from the shovel and the red from the Pathfinder, and then we have Ubistet in case, you know, the enemies get really hard. We can start finishing them off and getting another instant kill with Ubistet. So I like this team. I might use this one. But yeah, Ruby Weapon's out there, Wanda Stars is out there, Insurgent's out there. If you don't have like Ubistet or something. So this event's about what weapon are you going to use, kind of, and then do you or do you not have Ubistet, kind of. Which my new account doesn't have Ubistet. My new account doesn't have Ruby Weapon. My new account doesn't have the Doom Shovel. But my new account does have the Wand of Stars. So I might have to go to Indrajit's Palace, get Indrajit for this week. Which I have a bunch of shards saved up. I could do that. And then I could get Hellclaw Mage. I think Hellclaw Mage is from the same place, so... I don't think I need Hellclaw Mage, though. It's double Indrajit is what I did, so... I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy up in the shop. I guess I might. I might be at the point where I start buying up in the shop with my new account. I got my first Nisha medal on my new account, too. So I got the Wand of Stars. Y'all saw that on Saturday. I crafted it on stream on my new account. And then, between then and now, I got my first Nisha medal. No farming. Okay, let's see what y'all are saying, and then we'll get to the week's preview, Pride Lands. The Qatari King is good for mana generation if he's up top. Let me see. I mean, yeah, he is a 50% start, and he does damage, and he puts up the elemental stars. Maybe with the Wand of Stars, that'd be cool. Might be a good idea, Chad. Because you can do elemental stars with the Wand of Stars and Qatari King. You'll damage 3 random enemies, then create 3 to 6 times 3 wild cards. Yeah, 50% starts himself. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. I might think about that as the week progresses, and maybe I could throw him in there somewhere. Instead of Sekma, maybe? That might be good. But the Sekma has to be on... Like, this team, you can't... There's no way to put him on this one. But maybe on the Ruby Weapon one, you could put him in first slot, then do Ruby Weapon, and then do the rest of the team. He might have fit in with that Ruby Weapon team. But with this one, there's no spot to give up. Like, we have to have the Doom Shovel, we have to have this. We want this for the Skulls for the Fireblade, and then we want this for later on to instant kill. But for the other team, maybe. He's also a legendary that's not an Underworld troop, so it wouldn't fit on the low-level team either. But maybe that Ruby Weapon team is where I might have done that. If I had looked at chat sooner. He's grabbing his nipple. He's pinching his nipple. Good idea. Alright, week's preview. Coming soon after I say hi to Alexander Zero. Hi. Dr. Mops is lurking. Appreciate it. Classics here. Good morning. Still need to look at some of your old Wizard videos. I did some more Wizard this past weekend. We did the Haunted Ruins outside of Blackborough. It was pretty good. Dread corpses and... Not as good as like Blackborough getting a bunch of Null Fangs, but we got a bunch of bone chips and... Good experience. I dinged 9 pretty quick. It's a good experience. Like, or, you know, I don't know. It's probably good plat because of the bone chips. But, Null Fangs are always going to be the best. Anyway, let's do this weekly preview. So, we got Stray. Is that the first news? Stray, new ultra rare troop, Raksha Urchin. Get this troop with glory from the words tab of the shop. Naughty or Nice, play the new holiday event and earn currency for the holiday store. Unlock a new legendary troop, a new pet, and even some new armor. The Journey, we just did that. 3 teams, high, mid, low. Well, kind of. Wilhelmina's Rose, so the campaign is still going for another 55 days. Guild Wars is this weekend, but you know how it starts like whenever, like Wednesday, you gotta set your defend, and then it actually starts on Thursday, so it's not really a weekend event, it's kind of a mid-week events. So don't think like it starts on Friday. That's a mistake I made when it first came out. It starts kind of on Wednesday, because you gotta set your defend by Thursday's reset. And if you're a guild leader, it kind of starts on like Tuesday, because you gotta pick your keep and all that stuff, so... It kind of starts tomorrow, for real. Incoming Guild Wars! A new Guild War is starting soon. Don't forget to set up your keep's defenses. What was the restriction again? Demon. So I'll have to try to make a team today. Like a preliminary team, I guess. You'll see me streaming on Friday. The Guild Wars, but you need teams before then, so... I'll try to think of a team, like a preliminary team today. Like, give you an idea of what to do. Week of Pride Lands. All Pride Lands troop gain 10% to skills. Week of Raksha, 10% to skills. And bonus gold, use the Raksha Urchin in PvP and Explorer to gain 400 gold. Let's check out the Soul Forge. There is a little bit of news on the website, like, let's see. Now available in chests. Cragrak's Blood Skull will become available as possible drops from Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests after weekly reset. So if you are looking for Cragrak's Blood Skull, he's in chests now. Also, now available in the Vault, King of Swords will become available as a possible drop from both Vault and Epic Vaults after weekly reset. So right now, as of now, Cragrak's Blood Skull is available and King of Swords is available. Alright, let's look at the mythics. Alexander, thank you so much for the 3. Appreciate it. We're at the station, bro. We're buying our smokes and our brewskis. We slid it in sideways. We got the music all the way up, all the doors open. We all go inside. We leave the car or the train on. And, you know, we're parking lot DJ. Everybody out there that's pumping their gas has to listen to whatever we left on. All the way up, all doors open, all windows down. We're all out of it. We're all inside, but it's still playing the music out there while we take up 3 parking spots. It's bumping. It's rattling. Thank you for donating to the Smokes and Brewskis and Scratchers Fund. And the Tidy Whities and the fireworks. That's what I buy with the donations. Tidy Whities, fireworks, Brewskis, and Smokes. Just kidding. Alright, what's the dragon? Solarathus. Solarathus. Which is better, Maelstrom Dragonath or CT? Maelstrom Dagonath. It's an easy one. Good question. I like those. Throw me a softball, man. Occasionally, you guys throw me a softball. Maelstrom Dagonath, 100% better than CT. You'll notice I call Slarasku CT and I call the red Macaque the ruby weapon, just because they're easier to say. I call Valpacia, Valpacia. Like, if it's easier to say and it's cooler, I say it different. So, I call Slarasku CT. I call the red Macaque the ruby weapon. Final Fantasy VII, come on. And I call Valpacia Valpacia, because Wolfpack. And there's wolves there. So Solarathus is the dragon that's available this week. This one is for Stellarix. So if you're a very new player going for Stellarix, and you have 4 or 5 of the other colors, you might craft this one if you need it. Alright, what's the mythics? We got the Elder Dragon. Sycorax, you know I like Sycorax. Megavore, you know I like Megavore. These two go together. And Arachnian Weaver, holy cow. You see how we've been, like, the Soul Forge has been cycling, and we've been getting a bunch of mid or bad mythics, but now they're out of there. They're out of the cycle, they're out of the pool. So we're going to start getting a bunch of good ones back to back to back to back, probably. So this one, Arachnian Weaver's the best out of those. We got Megabore, we got Sycorax, but Arachnian Weaver's better than those. This one's like a borderline top 10. Really good. 20 green, yellow, purple, Zalkari, elf, monster. Web all enemies. Deal true damage to the last 2 enemies. If an enemy dies, explode 15 gems. 75% chance to summon a web spinner when an enemy dies. Web spinner's like a top 5 legendary, so that's pretty awesome. It's impervious and it's stealthy. So this thing is really good. It's like a A+, S-, A+, somewhere around there. Next up would probably be Megavore. Yes. Megavore, I think, was pretty close to the top 20. It's borderline top 20. 24 blue, red, brown, Blackhawk, Merfolk monster. Eliminates all armor from all enemies, which is a lot of damage. Then it deals true damage to an enemy, pretty much, because it just eliminated its armor, so that's pretty much true damage. And then it submerges itself. And it has an 8% chance to kill the last enemy on 4 or 5 gym match. You might say, man, that's a really low percent chance. But if you keep looping and looping and looping, like with Sycorax, for example, where it stays on your turn and you just keep doing 4 or 5 gym matches, that 8% is not unrealistic, because you're looping over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Eventually that 8% chance does go off. So I call it the Psycho Mega Missy. You got Sycorax and Mistralis and Megavore with maybe like Wanda Stars or some other weapon. And you just loop them to death, literally. Psycho Mega Missy. And then you got free Mistralis casts in there too. And free enchant. Free Mistralis damage, free enchant, and free instant kill chances. If you just do the Psycho Mega Missy. It's not the fastest team in the world, but it's kind of fun. So that'd be number 2 this week. It's borderline top 20. Arachnian Weaver's borderline top 10, definitely top 20. And then Sycorax, another borderline, probably honorable mention, probably just outside the top 20. I'm very biased though, so literally probably top 30, borderline top 30. But there's a lot of mythics these days, so top 30 is pretty good. 25 blue, green, brown, Blackhawk, Elemental Mystic. Double a chosen colored gem on the board, then create 3 more gems of that color. Give life to all allies of that color. So what you're going to find is you're going to put him in first slot. Her, I think it's a woman. Put her in first slot. Loop on either blue, green, or brown, usually blue or green. And then your whole team's going to go to max life while you're trying to set off some third trait like Death Below or Mistralis's, enchant, or just to get Mistralis upcaster for free because she has an extra turn, then go back to Sycoraxing. Like, that's usually how it goes. So, very fun troops right here, but Arachnian Weaver's the best one. So if you're going to craft any of these, it should be Arachnian Weaver, but these two are pretty good together. They're good by themselves, too. Like, Sycorax is good to loop other things, third traits, set off other things, third traits, and not the fastest thing in the world, though, right? It's 25 mana cost. You got to get it going. It's got to get some momentum first. It's not going to just right away start looping. So you can't be in like a Guild Wars fight or something, because this thing will take too long. But somewhere else that's really hard, like a Super Deep Journey or Explore 12 or Super Deep Faction thing or something like that, it's pretty good. So that is, we got Arachnian Weaver number 1, Megavore number 2, Sycorax number 3, so Elder Dragon would be last. Too many other good dragons. 26 green, purple, brown, Karakot, Demon Dragon. Deal damage to all enemies. Create 9 cursed gems, boosted by cursed enemies. Fortunately, that can only get up to like 13, which is just below where you want it to be to loop. It is a way to curse, and it's a way to do damage to all enemies, and it could potentially loop, but it's kind of just under that. It has a Madness Storm. It has a unique storm. Kind of like Orrery and Stinker Tinker Town Man and Liraza, where they have their own unique storm that does 2 colors. That's a unique, cool thing about it. But otherwise, it's not a... It's like a B- or a C+, like mid. It's above average. Alright, so legendaries. We got... what? Got Glaceon, an oldie but a goodie. Glaceon, you get scared when you're doing Pure 500 and you see it in one of the middle fights. It's usually where that's where he's notable for me these days.
Like, oh, not Glaceon. Come on. It's gonna wreck me. Got Anknum, which is kind of underrated. Ballfire Hunter, another one that's kind of underrated. Pretty good. And the Crag Maul. Do I have that one? I guess I do. It says... I think I do. Wouldn't it say, like, not level 19 or something? I don't know. I'll have to check. These days I gotta check. The Crag Maul. Destroy a 5x5 circle. Deal 50 damage to the last enemy. If there's... Then there's a 30% chance to devour them. Boosted by skulls. Destroyed. You need that one? Maybe I need it too. I'll have to look. You call CT Charlie? That's a good one. I'll have to look. Alright, so for the legendaries, remember, just don't craft them. Craft Tesla, craft Emberclaw. Don't craft these, but I still put them in order just in case for you, because it's fun. But we have Glaceon, Anknum, Ballfire Hunter, and Cragmaw. I'll say Glaceon's probably the best. 20 purple, brown, Dragzum, Demon Monster. Transform yellow gems to blue and transform red gems to Doom Skulls. Freeze the strongest enemy and has 65% skull reduction. It's an oldie but a goodie, so probably, I don't think it was top 10, but I think it made the top 20. And then Anknum's good. Ballfire Hunter, 65%, 3 mana when matching 4 or more, 25% start. Single target true damage or some splash damage. It's decent. I don't know, this is tough. Anknum is deal damage to all enemies boosted by cursed enemies. For every cursed enemy, give a barrier to a random ally. 25% chance to curse a random enemy when my turn begins. Occasionally, just for... There's like a weird restriction where he's good. It's either Keytar or Monster or something. Hits all enemies. Barrier. Yeah, this is tough. Glaceon's number 1. Ballfire Hunter just so stacked. Guess I'll make that number 2. 16 blue, red, Volpachia, Wargear, Elemental. Choose one. Deal true damage to an enemy boosted by blue gems, or deal splash damage to an enemy boosted by blue gems. Look at these traits. Nice traits. So third would be Anknum. We already read it. It'll sneak up on you here and there and be good. I guess last is the Cragmaw. It does a little bit of mana generation, a little bit of board control, hits the last enemy, and then it has a chance to devour, boosted by skulls destroyed. I haven't really had a chance to use it very much. But do you think it's better than Glaceon or Ballfire Hunter? It could be maybe better than Anknum, but we'd be splitting hairs there. Let's go see if I have it. None of them are bad, though. I feel like nothing in the Soulforge is bad. Alright, unowned. Base rarity. It's a legendary. Hey, I don't have it. So I'm about to get a new troop. Man, this is really stacking up on me, isn't it? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm missing 21 troops. Alright, well, let's knock it down to 20. Of course I'm going to craft it because I'm in-game and I have most everything except for pay troops and PvP troops. So whenever they pop up, I get them. Wish there's a better way to tell that you don't have it or not, you know? Like, let's compare it to, like, this one says level 20, because I usually... And it's fully traded, right? So normally if I have something, it's going to say level 20 and be fully traded. So this one, look, it says 19 and it's not traded. Especially the traded part. You think I would have it with these traits? That's a way to tell, I guess. No! Don't get to see that very often. More these days, though. A couple of years ago, I barely ever got to see new. From the Soul Forge, at least. New! Let's go! If I look under craft, it's on 0. Oh, duh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, that little tiny text at the bottom. You currently own 1 of these troops at level 20. You currently own 2 of these troops at level 20. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's that little text. I forgot about that. So you can look, I have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 58, 2, 2, 1. It's right under the X where it says craft. 1, 1, 132, 1, 3, 6, 23, 4, 1, 1. Good info I forgot about or overlooked. The tiny text. Alright, so that was the Soul Forge. Oh wait, I gotta do the weapons. Dum-num. And the summoning stones, just in case. Alright, weapons. So the Grave Spike you're going to get in the Journey event, not here. Doom Dart Thrower's not very good. If I don't mention it, it's always here. The Burning Pride. Explodey, those are good. Shadow Claw, Hunter, no. Shadow Hunter's Claw. Doom Dagger, no. Twin Claws is pretty good. Explodey. Here's a tool for your tool belt weapon. So after the Explodies, it's decent. If you have an all-Raksha team. Not good. Another tool for your tool belt. Rope Dart's good. It goes with Ubistet. Pretty good. When you can use it. Like in the Journey event, we have to use red weapons. So you can't use Rope Dart, unfortunately. But you usually have a better team than that, but it is a team out there. Rope Dart, Ubistet. Rope Dart's good. It eliminates all armor from an enemy and deals damage to them and pulls them to first position, and it has an extra turn when you have it fully tempered. So that's... If it didn't have that extra turn, it probably wouldn't be... It'd be more like a Mang or Earth's Fury, but it's kind of better than those because it has an extra turn on it, too. Beastly. You should probably get Rope Dart if you don't have it. Probably the best weapon in here. Beastly Bow, another tool for your tool belt. If you already have all the others. If you already have Rope Dart and the Explodies, maybe get Beastly Bow. I think that's it. So yeah, get the Rope Dart if you don't have it. My new account might get it this week. If you already have Rope Dart, get one of the Explodies. If you already have one of the Explodies, get the other one. If you already have Rope Dart and all the Explodies, get one of these types. Get a weapon, probably. If you don't have all the weapons in there, get at least one. And just go in order of the best to the least best, because you're gonna need weapons for like Kingdom Power, and just nice to have a bunch of weapons too. Like my new account, probably gonna start crafting like 1 weapon a week or something, especially if there's a good one. Otherwise, just collection purposes at this point for my main account, which I already have all those. Pretty sure, right? I should double check though, huh? Got one, got one. Go down the whole list, make sure I have every single one of these. Yep. Alright, the Summoning Stones, which, remember, this is just for people that are missing very specific early game troops. Most people shouldn't be doing a lot of these or anything like that. And you don't even guarantee get what you want here. It's like random. Eldritch Minion is an empowered converter. That's notable, but not great. We're really looking for like a Leprechaun, an Angry Mob, a Bork, something like that. Siren's okay, but not too good, not good enough. Dragonian Monk's decent, but not good enough. Nope. Dust Devil, maybe, but you should probably get it some other way. It's just really for the Ironhawk team, so by the time you have Ironhawks, you got Dust Devil, so you probably shouldn't craft it here. Yeah, there's really nothing in the Summoning Stones. Alright. So, the shop. Get your Spoils of War. We got the Raksha Urchin. 10 red, brown, Pride Lands Raksha. Deal damage to a random enemy, boosted by my gold, then steal 5 gold. Looks like a nothing burger. But you can get some Arcane Lava Trait Stone, so if you're like my new account, maybe. Can trait some stuff this week that are red and brown. So if you take a look. Red, brown. All color, base rarity. You know, just look for any good troops here, especially like, you know, got Eye of Argus, who really needs its 3rd trait if you're going to use it. Megavore, if you're going to use it, probably want that Death Below. Obsidious, Earthquake. Once you get down to the legendaries, it's more like realistic for this trait stone. Here, your 50% start for dwarves. You might want to do that. Magma Dragon has a Lava Storm, another troop that has a unique storm that I didn't mention. Jagra is just nice to have all its traits. And yeah, stuff like that. Gargoyle has a bunch of good traits. Like if you just got Gargoyle in the Underworld, you might want to get it fully traded. Anyway, that's the trait stone, that's the shop. Oh, what else do we got going on? What else is going on this week type stuff? We already kind of went over it. We got to go over that holiday event, is what we really got to do. But just to reiterate, it's a Pride Lands week this week. So Pride Lands Underspire, Epic Trials, Event Key Drop, Table Weapons in the Soul Forge, Glory Shop Troop. Journey event is the guild event. Indrajit's Palace is tomorrow, Tuesday, for the faction event. Wednesday we have Tau, little Tau pet. Thursday we have Sunspear class event. And we have Guild Wars this weekend. Remember, it kind of starts on Wednesday-ish, because you got to do your defend team. And then Thursday the battles start, right? Or am I tripping? Yeah, Thursday the battles start. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So demon restrictions, that's another thing we need to go over. Guild Wars, holiday event, Underspire. There's a lot of good stuff this week, a lot of new stuff. Let's start with the holiday event, I guess. Alright, so we use blue troops to fight event battles. Each event battle earns mistletoe. Spend mistletoe in the event shop to purchase Mrs. Krinkle, Mrs. Krinkle's candy, and more. She looks better than Kris Krinkle. The woman is always better than the man, right, ladies? Is there any ladies here today? Right, dudes? So you do these battles every day. At least your daily battle. This is one of those events where you have to do it every day. So I'm gonna have to get on here every day on my main account and do this, because you're gonna want to get you want to get Mrs. Krinkle. You're gonna want to get her candy and her golden candy. You're gonna want to do that. If you don't have the winter armor, you're probably gonna want that. It's like one of the coolest armors. Like if I can pick just to look cool. If I'm doing like the way you know how you can pick your armor bonus and then you can pick your armor appearance? My appearance, I think I use the winter armor. I think it's the coolest looking armor, especially without the hat. I like it the best. So it's like the coolest looking armor in the game. It's if you don't have Death Knight armor, you know what I mean? But usually what you do here is get the pet first, then get the golden pet, then get the legendary. Get the armor if you don't have it. If you really need an Orb of Power, it's a good place to get an Orb of Power, too. If you're going for... The more stuff you're going for, the more you would buy, like, the extra fights every day. But you can buy, like, extra fights right here. So the more stuff you need here, the more you'd buy these extra fights. The less you need here, the less you'd buy these extra fights. But you definitely want to do at least your 3 fights every day. And then it's pretty safe to buy like once a day and do 3 more fights, so 6 fights a day. It's only 50 gems and it'll make sure you get everything that you need. But if you're trying for like everything, you might have to buy even more than that. Which these 2 aren't really worth it. But the ones on the corners are. But yeah, you just do the fights here. Let's make a team, I guess. Highest level team. You can't go wrong with highest level, but supposedly it doesn't matter which level you do. The golden battle is nothing. It's just like a static amount of extra points. It doesn't matter when you do it or not. Blue! For blue, I'm probably just going to do one of these moves. I'll try to make another team, though. Do we not have Caffrey? No Caffrey. Okay, we want to get the Mirage Queen, right? Or Essentia if you don't have it, but you should have the Mirage Queen. Come on, dummy. What am I doing? Legendary. No, why does it go to Epic so fast? Is it Zarg for blue? What's Pharaoh Caffrey? He's brown, yellow, and purple. Must be Zarg here. No, not Zarg. Oh, there he is. Do this. If you're high level and you're just trying to get it done and get everything, this is what you would probably do. A blue banner. Blue, red. Class doesn't matter. Holiday event. My chat crashed. What if we got to 8.5 right now on stream? Can anybody subscribe out there? Be sick. Alright, let me do this fight and then I'll catch up in the chat here. I know I'm a little behind. My chat crashed. Tyrion. Yoke says under the word craft, it tells you how many of that troop you have. Yeah, it's like right under the X. If it says 0, then you know, as an endgame player, you should get it. Daniel says, yeah, everybody knew except for me. I mean, I knew, I just forgot. Psh. Tyrion's extremely late to the party. Well, at least you won't get fined. Work is chaotic and you miss stream notifications. A bunch of people keep saying that, you know? That's why I try to make it easy for y'all. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, 10:30 a.m. It never changes. It's usually right around there. Sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm late. You know, if you want to, just tune in at 11 and I'll definitely be streaming. So 11 a.m. on Monday, 11 a.m. on Tuesday, 11 a.m. on Friday, 11 a.m. on Saturday. EST. You can't miss me. Whether YouTube notifies you or not, you know I'm going to be here, right? So that's what I'm trying for, like by streaming at the same time on the same days for years now. It shouldn't matter if you get a notification or not type stuff. But it's a nice little reminder, I get it. You ain't thinking about me when you wake up, I'm sure. Here's the high level team. Let's make another one though. Let's what can we do otherwise, you know? We don't have Chrysanthrax. Maybe I'll try to make a mid just to make sure I got you something. Blue. You could do your Truffle Shuffle if you really wanted to. You got Forest Troll, Gob Truffle, that's a blue team. Blue, usually blue is, to me, is like Queen Beatrix, Shoggoth, stuff like that. Probably not gonna be like revolutionary. My new account has Queen Beatrix and Immortal Leo. I think that is that. Well, we got Tesla. You could do Tesla, of course. That's probably pretty good. Tesla Ruby Weapon would be great. I think I'm gonna do that. If you don't have Ruby Weapon, it's okay. Just do a Tesla. But I like doing this team when I can, because it's... I don't know. I didn't really think of it until Ruby Weapon was in the game for a while.
They shall feel my fury.
We need mana generation, though, on blue. What do you do with blue? What do you do with blue for mana generation? I don't even remember. Usually you got green and purples, Leprechaun, red and yellows, Harpy Mage. Blue you might have to like do empowered converters or something. Or maybe what's her face? Princess Elspeth? With like an all blue troop? Right? You could do Balder if you're low level. Just do a Balder team. That's a blue team. I need to hurry though. I'm like taking my time. Alright. I think I'm gonna try that. Princess Elspeth.
Gross.
And we need something that's all blue. Guess that don't work. What would we... Something that has like at least a cool trait maybe that's doing something. Could get $5 stats with Penguin. So all we're gonna do is pick it and sacrifice it. So all it needs to have is be strictly only blue, so you know what color you're gonna get, and then have a good trait. So it's doing something. Gain 1 magic for each blue ally. This one gives 5 though. I don't think anything's gonna beat 5, is it? I probably shouldn't be looking too hard at this. I think it's Penguin. Yeah, let's do it. Need a blue banner. Blue. Blue red. There we go, perfect banner. Blast. And the only one, probably Titan. Only one that's 50% start that's gonna help. Because like the blue and red classes aren't. Okay. So if you're low level, just do like Osha's Tome, Triple Balder. But these are my two for like... I'm either going to do Chrysanthrax or this, probably, for this event. See how it goes. Work is chaotic. Tyrion says, worth mentioning gold pet is less important now thanks to the new pet pool tables. They added the golden pets there too once they are fully released. Yeah, that's true. I was thinking that in the back of my head as I was saying it. Yeah, the Underspire's different now. I mean, I would, Tyrion, but nobody watches my pre-recorded videos, so we're kind of just doing it on this stream. people would watch. I would make videos. Yoke says it's worth buying extra fights with the way the new pets are now. I mean, it's only 50 gems, and you can get the pet and the golden pet and the legendary without... I barely have to buy anything, so it's not going to cost very much to do it. And you got to get lucky with that golden pet's probably not going to go into that pet rescue drop table right away. And then you're going to have to get pretty lucky to get it to pop up. You know what I mean? And then, I mean, if you see that, you should pick it. Probably. If you see it, like if you get to pick. But, of course, everybody's going to pick something they don't have. They're not going to ask other people, but it is a thing to mention. Like, yeah, the holiday golden pets are now, like, you can get them somewhere else. It's not as it used to be, where this was the only spot you could get them, and you better get them now. It's not as, like, crazy to... But it's something you don't have that you're getting right now, so you don't have to get it later type of stuff. I mean, if you want to, like, make yourself have to go get it one at a time, you know? I mean, we're getting... If you want to make yourself have to do, like, pet rescues for that golden pet and wait around and wait for it to pop up and then get one copy out of the baskets and blah, blah, blah. If you want to go through that whole process of pet rescues, which I freaking hate, you could. You could wait, but I don't think it's, like, the smartest thing in the world. You're not really saving that many gems, because you could just do your free fights and maybe buy the first week and not the second week and still get everything you need, like the pet fully ascended, the golden pet, one copy of it, and then the legendary too. I guess if you're super frugal and super patient, you could not get the golden pet, I guess. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna keep getting it. I'm gonna keep doing it the same way I've always done it. I don't think it changes anything really. The legendary you've always been able to get later. The regular pet, it gives you the chance to get it fully ascended without using an orb or having to do 50 million pet rescues, so it's still smart to get the regular pet fully ascended this way. And then to get the one copy of the golden pet and then just orb it, I think is still better and smarter, because otherwise you're gonna have to just play the stupid pet rescue game and wait forever, and when you could just do it now for, like, probably, you know, maximum 300 gems or something to get a fully... I mean, you got to use an orb too, but... I think everything's still pretty much the same. It's just not as terrible if you... It's not the end of the world if you don't get it now. Is the only difference. Depends on how fast you want the pet, to be honest, says Tyrion. Yep. You can get it now or wait, but it's no longer get it here or miss out, spend real money. They eventually hit the drop table in a few weeks, months. Yeah, so in a few weeks, months, they'll be in the drop table to pop up, you know, if you're doing pet rescues 24/7, you might get it type stuff. Or if you get lucky. It's not like a cycle like the Soul Forge or something where it has to pop up. It's just random. It's more like a tarot card or something. Have you ever had trouble getting a tarot card? Like, it's probably worse than that to get the golden pet from pet rescues. But it's technically true. Nothing in holiday event is get it or miss out anymore. True. What up, Swagmire? Tyrion says, it's on me, not algorithms. It's easy to be sucked into work and hyper-focus. Yeah. You like that? Blue, create +5 to all, murder it, and go. Yep. Pretty funny, and Penguin is great there if you're +5 to all buff and move on. Yup. Tyrion says, gold pets are in money offers, but real money, so yeah, great there is a second free option, but better to spend 50-ish gems a day and max pet and get golden pet, in my opinion. Yeah. 2 pets for, like, the same kingdom that you get fully ascended at one time for barely anything. Like, 1 orb and, like, 300 gems or something. It's still big brain moves to do the 50 gems a day and maximize main rewards from holiday event. It's just better backup plan if you don't get it. Yeah, if you have, like, an emergency or something, it's not the end of the world. Now, I don't think it changes the whole way we do the event or anything. It's like they notice a pain point. Like, oh, if somebody misses a holiday event, there's no way to get the golden pet. So now there is a way but it's still not like super easy. You're not just gonna get it when it first. You're gonna have to wait a while, and you're still just gonna get one copy, and you're still probably gonna have to use a minion orb on it anyway. So you might as well get it now, use a minion orb on it now, and just get it over with. And now you can get other pets through the pet rescue instead of wasting a pick on a golden pet that you could have got easily right now. It's kind of like putting something off till later, like having a bunch of gaps, or putting your delves off till the next day, or if you don't get the golden pet through this holiday event, you're kind of just putting it off till later for no good reason. Unless you're really low on gems, you know? 50 a day, like, makes it hard on you to do your guild event or something, then at least you have a backup plan now. Alright, so those are my teams. If you have everything in the game, do Chrysantherax, Zarg, Miraji Queen. If you don't, try something like Ruby Weapon Tesla. If you don't have that, do Osha's Tome Triple Balder. You can still use Rowan if you want. Rowan's blue. You could do the Truffle Shuffle, Forest Troll Gob Truffles. You could do Queen Beatrix, Shagaroth or something. There's lots of good blue teams. The one thing you might have trouble with is mana generation, so I just showed the Princess Elspeth Penguin thing, which is a strat. What's on here? Some event keys, nice. Alright, I gotta do the Underspire and Guild Wars still. Holy cow. How long have I been streaming? Okay, not too bad. Let me grab this crap. Guild Wars and Underspire. Let's do the Underspire. It's new. It's new. What do we got? Just gonna do one team real quick, I think. Is it the same restriction? We got Pride Lands, so not exactly the same. Different weapons. This might be where you do the Ubistet Rope Dart thing. Because Pride Lands, you got both of those. We got Ubistet here. You got Indrajit if you're lower level. Indrajit for sure. Remember, like, there's always mana issues with this, usually. It's a little bit better here. We got Troubadour. We got Spellpaw. Raksha Freeblood even. Hellclaw Mage. And now you don't have to use the Journey Troop. It's a little bit better. Should we do the Rope Dart Ubistet? What do you guys think? Is that the best move for Underspire? Start with that. We're gonna weaken them with this, and then kill them with this. Yeah, I think early I would do Indrajit. It's really easy to get, and you hit 4 enemies. But for deeper, I would do this maybe. So now I need some mana generation. All the stuff I said earlier, pretty much. Hellclaw Mage is okay. It's not gonna help the Ruby or the Rope Dart though. Spellpaw, blue to red. Might be Troubadour, and maybe put Troubadour on top. I don't know. Kind of stupid, but could keep trying to loop on yellow. They all use yellow. I don't know. What else? Hellclaw Mage would get blocked by everything. Trying to make this team, but maybe Sekma. Blue to skull, brown to yellow. Everything uses yellow. probably what's up. I think that would be the Ubistet team right there, if you're gonna do it. I think it's probably smarter to do Indrajit or like Tyrion said, Behemoth or something early. But if you're coming for a team for Underspire, it usually means you're trying to go to the 7th Dragon. And this would probably be the team for that. Alright, what do we use here? For the class. Let's do the banner first. Banner, for sure, yellow. I'm gonna go... Okay, we got yellow, blue, red, brown, purple. We're missing green, so we can cross off green. Yellow, purple, maybe. It's our other mana generator. I think that's smart. So Fell Banner, Fell Roost. Class, I have no idea. We either go for the blue or the yellow. Bard's the only thing I could think of. I don't even like Bard, and I don't think it's that good or anything. Blue to skull, brown to yellow. We could do Titan and then change the brown to yellow. I don't know if I want like a bunch of brown falling before Sekma gets up, though. Guess I'll just do Bard. I don't love it. It's 50% start. It's supposed to be the yellow class, but what's it really do for yellow, honestly? All yellow allies gain 1/2 all stats at the start of each turn. Got Serendipity. A little bit of magic. Anyway. Yeah, this is a good, like, high-level team. It's not going to be very good for the early stuff. I'd probably start with one team and then move into this one. I don't think I would even try to do this one early. Because, this is for, like, super deep. Alright, let's see what happens, though. Just getting you the team code. And then I'll do 2 teams for Underspire. Because I'm probably going to... If I was going to do the Underspire, I would... Which I should. If I was playing my main account, I would definitely be doing it. I might do the... How much yellow? We got 12 yellow. I might do that real quick to get up Ubistet too. Or try to. By doing this a few times. There we go. Just that last kill. It's not bad, actually. I mean, it's gonna be slower than like Indrajit or something for a little bit. It's not bad for real. Okay, what's up with this? Like, looks a little different. Shows how many like doors we have open or something up there. L2. Trinkets. R2. Map. R1. Torches. R1 torches and lanterns. Okay. We have to click on this. Here's this guy. Free lantern. Huh. They changed the color of the merchant? Yeah. I just don't like, there's no Storm class with Yellow Storm that has a 50% start, though. And like, especially this early with this slow of a team. You went with Wand, Stella, Chrysantherax, Vanab for what, the holiday event? Sounds pretty good. Is Vanaureblix blue? I must have missed. I'll have to look into that one, because that'd be a good one. But I think the Princess Elspeth penguin thing is cool, too. Oh, no. Alright, what are we looking for here? We need yellow, we need blue, we need all kinds of stuff. Sucks. I need to get... Gotta get Troubadour up by matching yellow, and then you want to loop on yellow, so it's kind of weird. There's only 7 yellow. We gotta try it. Gotta get it going. It's kind of strange. Why did it work so good that first fight? That gets better as you go, for sure. There we go. Might need to look at Sekma more, too. Definitely want an Anuon, I think. Which I didn't have, so I'm gonna try one more fight with this. So you can get a look at it for real. Okay, now Troubadour's got the 2 mana. Which helps a little bit, feller. There we go. Get her going. Then fill itself up. Do some skulls. I think we win. Anyway, that's a team. I really need to be getting out of here pretty soon. Yeah, if I was gonna do another one, probably like an early team. Mana generating weapon. Let's go get Indrajit first, because definitely, for me, it would be this. And then maybe Hellclaw Mage, because she puts up exactly the colors we need for Indrajit. And then weapon, something that's not those colors. Hopefully that's exploding. Like, look, yellow, brown, exploding red. Rakshas. Raksha. Could even do this, so that if you need to summon. That'd be like my either early team or my low level team, whatever you want to call it. The banner. Probably like brown, red. If we have, I think we do. No, brown, red. Sucks like every minus we use. I mean, we have red on every... What about red, yellow? Okay. Maybe that. So you're plussing the Hellclaw Mage and like the other 2, and then you're also plussing your mana generating weapon and minusing a color you don't use. And then, probably like Titan for the brown. We're trying to get up... Like, the Hellclaw Mage will... The Indrajit... Maybe Thief. You want to get up Indrajit. Might do Thief. Be Thief or Titan. Let's try Thief. The Purple Storm with the purple and the red going on the board. Hopefully that would do something. Alright, let's try it like once, but I gotta get going. What else do we gotta do? Guild Wars still. Demon. Like, at least think of a preliminary... What's the best demons? And come to the stream on Friday if you want to see me actually fighting Guild Wars. Get up our weapon. Blow up all the red. Get a nice status effect. There's Indrajit. Kills everybody. We win. So there you go. 2 teams for the Underspire. Oh, what's this? A trap? We gotta check this out. I might do the Underspire this week just because it's new. Like, what else is in here? We got, like, the Mystic thing and, like, the Secret Passage one and, like... So at least here's a new one we can look at. Got the Toxic Pit. It's a trap, dude. Let's see what happens. Look at these enemies. Deal 12 damage to an enemy boosted by trap gems and knock them to the back. There's a 25% chance to break their armor, then explode a trap gem. And we got Trigger Acid Trap. Deal 12 damage to an enemy boosted by trap gems, poison them and adjacent enemies, then explode a trap gem. Huh. Luckily, none of this stuff will affect you after the fight. It's not like, delves or something. I don't think. That first one was pretty much a nothing burger, but you get extra loot for fighting those traps. See, we get a chest. And we found the door. So we had to go that way. Got 15 writs, nice. Writs make deeds, deeds make books. Oops. There's a sneak peek at least something new from the Underspire. Maybe I'll actually play it this week. See, I got a lot of stuff to do on my main account and my new account. This is going to be a real Gems of War week for me. I have to do Guild Wars on my main account. I kind of want to do Underspire just because it's new. The holiday event I have to log in and do every day. The journey event I have to do on my main account. It's like already a bunch of stuff just on my main account. And then my new account has to do a bunch of stuff every day to like keep it going. All of its dailies and City of Thieves and Kingdom Quests, and I'm probably gonna do Guild Wars on that one too. I'm gonna be doing 2 Guild Wars and 2 journeys. All right, what else is left? Guild Wars. Let's just go to PvP. Do unrestricted. Unless there's a demon one. I mean, unrestricted be the place to be. And we'll just restrict ourselves to demon. This was my Silverglade team that went undefeated, believe it or not. Got me Paragon. Demon. So what are the weapons restricted to if it's demon? Is it, it's gotta be like any weapon, right? If it's a kingdom restriction, they restrict it to the kingdom. But if it's a troop type restriction, they don't restrict it, right? Because there's no... How can they restrict this to demon? You can't. So, you should be able to use every single weapon, which is good, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But I think you can use any weapon, so you can start thinking about Wand of Stars or Ruby Weapon. Here's our demons. What's the best ones for like a Guild Wars situation? Demons. Let's just show all just in case, because sometimes I miss, like I don't have something. I'm gonna check the chat before I make this. You got Dagonath. Is Dagonath any good? There's Sana. How's it going? Sana with the gifted. Went to Bushy Stallion. It's a cool name. Jets is here. Hola, Roxy Rain. Okay, you'll be here tomorrow. Cool. Oh, I hope I don't get a Cliffy for checking Guild Wars roster. It's a trap. You found a secret passage, Rain? That's cool. It just shows a few rooms on the map. You can't do any battles there. Right on the other side of the map. Tyrion says, new account Guild Wars, just do easy. Yeah. I might just have to do the gate on my first one. If it just shows a map section, then it's an oracle room. Yeah, I think the secret passage one takes you to like somewhere else on the map. It like takes you there. The oracle one shows you like a glimpse of what part of the map somewhere, right? So what's our best troops? What can we do, y'all? Bane of Ambition's pretty good as a demon. It's a bone storm. It devours. It does true damage. Creates skulls. Dagonath, probably not. I mean, it does submerge itself. Demon. What's the best demons? Flaming Oni's there for like a safety button. Lots of summoning. Fernax is here. Could be a good tank. Scourge of Honor's good. True damage. Chernobog's good brown. Web Spinner's here. What about like Web Spinner, Bane of Ambition? That'd be crazy. Marilith. Like, if it was a regular event, I'd probably do, like, Marilith, Ruby Weapon, Scourge of Honor. I don't know if that's gonna work for Guild Wars. I don't know, y'all. I might have to I don't have, like, a lot of time to come up with something. I can just tell you, like, the best. Obviously, you got Ruby Weapon if you want to go down that road. You got Wand of Stars. You got any weapon, so whatever your best weapon is. Essence of Evil might be good for Guild Wars. I'd say Essence of Evil or Wand of Stars is a great start, unless you're building around Ruby Weapon. And then for the best demons, Bane of Ambition team would be cool. Might be a little risky. Flaming Oni would be a good, like, make sure you don't die type of thing. Make sure you don't lose. Scourge of Honor is just good true damage, you know, like, I still want to I might test it. It's like a Ruby Weapon, Marilith, Scourge of Honor. I mean, what if you did like Web Spinner? Probably but somehow could do these two together. I mean, he uses green too, like. Somehow do those two, but then you might want like a. Somehow use those two together would be cool. I could see how it goes. Probably use Wand if I was gonna do this.
They shall feel my fury.
Might like. Then what? Bane of Mercy. Yellow to purple. That don't work for this. Marilith. Mash 2. Purple again. Purple again. Purple again. All the empowered converting demons are converting to purple. Oh, what? No. Maybe Flaming Oni, but that'd be slow. Kinda gotta go fast for Guild Wars. Symbol of Lust, maybe? You can match a purple and explode real quick? Maybe, but... Ugh. Probably have to try. I don't know. This looks like too... This don't look good to me. Might be too slow. Then you have to use Elementalist, so... I have no idea, y'all. I'm gonna have to, like, think about it. I could see how this goes, but it looks like it's gonna be too slow. Green. Could just hurry up and get up. Green, red. Got a lot of brown, though. Green, brown. Nope. Come on, dummy. See what happens. It's probably gonna suck. And doing like a Bone Storm and like a lot of skulls can get you into trouble in Guild Wars too. Hey. That's a good start. At least my skulls are gonna hit really hard. Impervious. Nope, that didn't. I don't know, man. I feel like it... We do have a summon on the bottom of the team in case they kill us, but... Try 2 trophy. It seems like it's going to be too slow and too dangerous. And then we get entangled. We'd obviously be using Orpheus, but... That sucks. Okay, the wand can cleanse that, right? We might want to take this first to do Elementalist. We're not frozen. Does count, right? And then now we'll cleanse it. There we go. Oh, they killed him. Okay, that's not our whole plan. Okay, here we get a Devour. I could choose. Try Queen Beatrix, maybe? And we killed their first slot. There that goes. Oh, come on. We won. I was trying to get up Oni so I could summon something in, but I didn't need to, I guess. I gotta put on those Orpheus. What are we doing, Elementalist? Probably gotta do that. Unfortunately. Alright, let's try 3 trophy. Ooh, it's Chrysantherax. That'll be here's a good test. See how slow and dangerous this maybe Guild Wars team is. Alright, we need an extra turn off Jump Street. Okay, good. Got him frozen and tangled up. I should play it like Guild Wars instead of all loosey-goosey. Any extra turns? Could do skulls. Can you even web this thing? Yes. What if we kill their Chrysanthrax right now? Woo! Beat Chrysanthrax. What about goblins? I'm trying to get it to lose. Freaking lose. Alright, Funky, you too. Obsidious for like stunning. That's a good idea. We just need a lot of mana. We need extra turn. Should play it like Guild Wars. I don't know, dude. For some reason, I want to match this purple. We need extra turns, baby. This will be my last fight. Oh boy, they're about to start casting on me. It's not good. We're taking too long. Taking too long to get up and get going. We're taking too long. I almost want anything but green or blue to get up that wand. Is there not? There's nothing. Cool. Here they go, they said. Ooh, come on. That should have killed them. Alright, we got them all tangled up on a good one, too. They're mythic, which means... But they also silenced my wand, which is annoying. Almost killed that string fiddler. You think it would have died off of that lethal toxin. Giving them some green. That's smart. Give the goblins more green. Come on, hero. Freaking cleanse. D-bag. I mean, if this was really Guild Wars, that'd be... Alright, let's kill this idiot. Alright, we got our hero back. We should probably match anything except for... I don't really want to give them skulls. They'd kill my web spinner. I don't know. If I match this purple in any way, they get skulls, right? That's stupid. Match this blue. I would go to web spinner. Guess we have to do the blue. Oh! Okay. Okay. You think there'd be an extra turn somewhere on there. You got this overhang right here. You got so much green. You got this right here. Of course not. Ooh. Screw their hero up, though. Get out of here, hero. Oh, they cleansed their stupid, Cleanse that elementalist I had on them. on, Oni. Woo, boy. Undefeated, but I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm not... It's just like my last time. I wasn't super confident in my Immortal Celine, like, life and death one. This is what came to mind, though. The only other thing that came to mind was the Ruby Weapon, Scourge of Honor, Marilith thing. So I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead, undefeated. Did a couple... I did a Chrysantherax and a Goblin. So you can't say I, like, ducked anything. I didn't duck any smoke there. I went to 3 trophy, I did a Chrysantherax and a Goblin team, so... The only problems I have with it is it's dangerous and it's slow to start. Otherwise... And I didn't get to cast Oni one time. Like, he was... You think... I lost my first troop a couple of... Which is going to be bad for your score, too. Like, if you lose your first troop. But... It's like it hits so hard with skulls, like... I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. Bane of Ambition. Maybe you can do something else with it. Anyway, I better get out of here. Did I miss anything? Of course, I wish I could do a faction stuff for you tomorrow, but, you know, I got plenty of videos on the channel. Just go look them up. And then, you know, I wish I could have done more with the Guild Wars there, but it is what it is. You should have everything you need now, and if I didn't go over it, you can probably find it on the channel somewhere. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the new account playthrough. And if you have any questions, just come to that stream tomorrow, and we can still go over it, even though I'm not in my main account. If you come up with like something better, you see something cool in the Underspire, I wish I could have went further in the Underspire, etc. We just don't have enough time today to be doing all that. But I think I went over everything. Let me know if I forgot something, because there's a lot going on this week. Let's get back up top. Obsidious, that's a good idea, Jets. Obsidious for like the triple talk shakas, and you still have to get a 4 or 5 gym match to set it off though, right? So you would have to hope that you get a 4 or 5 gym match, which isn't that hard. I mean, so maybe I'd do Obsidious in last slot instead of Oni if I end up facing one of those teams, right? Because Oni wasn't really doing anything for me. You know, I might reevaluate, but the Oni would be good. Like, I don't know, if I had ended up, the fight had went a little bit longer, and I ended up losing my wand too, and then eventually Oni would get up, I think, and like bring some stuff back. So it's like a safety valve, so you don't lose. But if you're facing like triple Takshaka or triple... Well, you seen me fight. You saw me fight a Chrysantherax, double Kafru, Miraji Queen. And I was fine without the Obsidious. But yeah, the Takshaka's... But the Takshaka, it's not even just their 3rd trait. Like, them casting their spells can kill you. So, I don't know, man. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, so they're joining. It helps a lot to hear good about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. Subscribe. Come on, let's get to 8.5 before the end of the month. I think we can do it. Like, at the beginning of the month, I was like, I don't know. But now we're getting close. So I think we can do it now. Just need like 1 a day. Train business was good again, you know. No goose egg. We had decent amount today. I would take that every day probably. So thank you so much, Sana and Chad and Alexander. Thank you for joining me today, Juan and Chad and Swagmire and Jets and Funky Town and Rain. Got Tyrion Shark, Spectrian. Got Jets, Rain, aka Roxy, Sana, aka Lady Alfield. I know you guys are seeing like the things, like Chad, aka Clip Bomb. We got Jets, Rain, Tyrion, Beg. Probably the only person who cares that I'm saying their name is the person, so they know who I'm talking to, like Swagmire and Spectrian, aka Tyrion, Yoke Juan, Daniel, Alan Matthews. The good info today. Alexander, contributing to the train business. Thank you. Thumbs up and heart that. Mr. Z was here. I'm a ding-dong. I didn't say your name. Managed to log in today. You choose your keep today, too? Yep. Sorry I missed you there. Classic was here. Dr. Mops and Woofy. Yoke the Ham. Chad with the Deuce. Sean, Starla, Funky Town, Vishal, Horth. Funky Town was first, Daniel was second, Horth was third. YouTube loves Chad, the Clip Bomb, with 250. Alexander was second with 225. And Juan was third, tied with Yoke for 100. Is that your face there, Roxy? What up, dude? Rain, I see you. Nice new avatar. What a handsome fella. But yeah, special shout out to Chad, Alexander, and Sana for keeping it going. Lights on, doors open. Watch out for those berries, dude. That was so funny. That's why you gotta watch every stream. You never know what I'm gonna say. I haven't gone back to that rant. It happened one time. It was on one stream, and you had to be there. You know what I mean? Eat the berries and crap your pants. That's Gems of War for you. You tell them not to eat the berries, and they still do it, and then they crap their pants, and they wonder why they got... They're like, who pooped my pants, right? Just keep eating the berries off the bush, even though you tell them not to. That's the Gems of War community, partially. You know what I mean? That was funny. Anyway, I gotta go. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Take it about channel comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Gotta be here to catch all the rants. You never know. You never know. It's beautiful. It's wonderful.